Hey guys, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is Wednesday, December 3rd. I'm sorry, Wednesday, December 2nd. Um, and it is quite brisk outside. When I woke up this morning, it said that it was 25 outside, and I looked out the window to see the 25-year-old standing outside because 25 is an age, not a temperature. And it was quite white and very pretty and just crisp. Uh, Not white because of snow, white because of frost and condensation having frozen. So yeah, it's a beautiful, clear winter morning, and I have yet to do my walk. It is, what time is it? It's 10:19 in the morning. So yeah, I'm gearing up to go for my walk, and I am having a lot of motivational issues right now because of how cold it is outside. Um, I do know that later on this afternoon, once I am done with going for my walk or whatever, I'm going to come home, put some hot chocolate on, and then go take a shower, and then come back and drink my hot chocolate and be in my nice, warm, fuzzy clothes. Um, I I was gonna take a shower this morning, but when I woke up and saw that it was like 25 degrees outside and that I still had yet to take my walk, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna go walk around outside with wet hair in freezing temperatures. That just sounds like a nope. I don't want to be sick for the holidays. So yeah, there's that. Um, but anyways, in a fairly decent, good mood today. Yesterday I took a 0 day because I had to put my car back in the shop and get the final stuff taken care of. So total, if you've been following along with my car repairs, I've had an oil change done. I've had a tune-up done. I've had my serpentine timing belt done, and now I just had my heater uh, cable control cable replaced because the other day when I got in my car, I ever since I got the car, I should say, um, it's always been kind of difficult first thing in the morning to turn the knob, and that morning I was really rushed and just kind of upset or whatever, and I forced that dial all the way over, and when I did, it like broke and stuck on cold, and yeah, that was not great. So I'm so thankful that I was able to get it fixed and taken care of, because getting in my car and it being 25 outside and like 13 degrees in the car would not have been very pleasant. Um, Back in the early 2000s, like right after graduation and everything, I graduated in 1999, but one of the cars that I owned was a 1985 uh, Lincoln Mercury Cougar that was leather interior and like just a luxury town car. Big old land yacht also. And the car's name was Tawanda. And I got that name from the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. And if you haven't ever seen Fried Green Tomatoes, I suggest that you take 2.5 hours out of your life and sit down and watch it. It is an extreme kind of chick flick type of a movie, but it's really good. It's got Jessica Tandy, Kathy Bates, and a few other like big name actors and actresses, and it just takes place in the South, and just a great little movie. So, anyways, in there, it's kind of a story within a story. One of the main characters is telling the story of this wild Amazonian type of a woman named Tawanda, and how she drew strength from her fearless nature and all this other stuff. And so, anyways, the car became known as Tawanda between my family and my friends, and she was just this big lumbering beast of a car. And she didn't have a heater coil, so there was absolutely no heat in the winter time, which you wouldn't expect to be that big of a deal in Southern California. But Southern California in the winter months, that's the coldest that it gets. Well, like, duh, it's winter, but you think of Southern California as being warm and like beachy and all that other stuff, but no, it gets really cold. And especially in the part of Southern California that I was living in, like in the Palm Springs, San Bernardino area, all of those mountains get snow, and then the wind picks up and blows through there, and so it's like living in frigid temperatures. And I was living between Palm Springs and San Bernardino at the time, and so you would have all the snow from Palm Springs, the Palm Springs mountains, and then you would have the snow on the San Gregorio Pass and the San Jacinto Pass, I think is what those mountains were called. Anyways, all the way down into San Bernardino, where there would be snow up on Big Bear and Mount Baldy and the surrounding areas. So, yeah, driving in a car that is cavernous because of how large it is, and leather on our leather interior and no heat, makes for a very cold, very long, very miserable drive no matter where you go. And dumbass me, I didn't think of getting a plug-in heater because, well, I was in my early 20s at the time and didn't think of stuff like that. I just suffered through. And I actually had a Afghan that I would tuck in around my legs while I was driving. And so, anyways, long story, just, yeah. So, very, very cold. So I'm very thankful that I got my heater fixed on my little Subaru, and that it's going to be nice and warm. Now, the next thing I would like to do to my car is I would like to do an automatic start and also have a backup camera installed on it. And that would be amazing. I don't necessarily need either of those items because my little Forester is small and doesn't have very many blind spots. It's just a extra little feature that I would like to have, and the remote assisted starting would be nice so that I could start the car in here on cold days like this and have the car heated up and ready for me by the time I got out there. But you know, that's a pipe dream right now at this point, especially since the holidays are literally knocking on the door, and I have like maybe $25 to my name and still have not gotten anything for Christmas for people. I've already got my handmade Christmas stuff. Well, I have an idea for it. I have yet to utilize it. And I don't think that my friends or family are going to be watching this video, so I'm just going to come out and say what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to, for my homemade thing this year, I'm making gourmet popcorns, or like flavored popcorns. I don't know how gourmet they're going to be, but I have an air popper. And I'm trying to find a oil popper. And I went on this huge tangent last night. There is a group on all Facebooks, especially for your area, called the Buy Nothing program. Are yeah, it's Buy Nothing. So if you go on Facebook and you search Buy Nothing, you'll find a group for your general area, or you put in, like, say, Buy Nothing Dallas Fort Worth, and you'll find the main group, and then there's usually little fringe groups that break off of the main group for, like, specific areas. I don't know anything about Texas outside of, like, the names of some of the cities. But yeah, so for my area, it's Buy Nothing Olympic Peninsula, and then it breaks down from there into subcategories. So anyways, I got on there last night and asked if anyone had a oil popping popcorn machine, and I don't understand why people do this. And if you're one of those people, you really need to, like, have a come to Jesus moment with yourself. But if somebody posts that they are looking for something specific, do not type out a response that has nothing to do with what the person is looking for. This is, like, my number one pet peeve with the internet right now is if somebody says that they want XYZ, do not type out a response that has nothing to do with what they are looking for, or, like, offer a workaround solution. Like, one person's like, well, you could just pour some oil in a pan and cook it that way. Yes, I know I can do it that way, but that's not what I'm asking. I didn't ask for how do you do. I asked for if you have this and you want to rehome it. That is what I asked. That is how I worded it. And I was specific in saying I do not want an air popping. I want an oil popping. And this person felt it necessary to tell me how to go about doing it on the stove. And I'm like, I know how to do that. The reason I don't want to do it on the stove is because I cannot control the oil temperature, and I end up kind of burning some of the popcorn and not all the kernels pop. Utilizing an air popper, I found out that it pops the popcorn more uniformly and that you have less kernels. So I'm assuming that doing so utilizing an oil popping machine, that the oil temperature is better regulated and does the same kind of thing, that you utilize more of the kernels. And yeah. So I have an air popper. I tried popping the kernels and then applying the seasoning mix to it, and it didn't stick to the popcorn the way that it does when I do it on the stove. Now, if I have to do it on the stove, I'm going to do it on the stove, and may need to get a larger stock pot or something like that, or just do it in multiple batches. Either way, I want to try the oil popping machine before I go that direction. So, anyways, the whole premise of the Buy Nothing group is to do just that. You buy nothing. It's like you go on there and you say, hey, does anyone happen to have an extra throw pillow or something like that? And somebody else says, hey, yeah, I have a couple of throw pillows that I can give you. Let me go ahead and gift this to you. And that's what it is. It's a gifting exchange community. You're never supposed to tell people where to buy an item or suggest to buy an item. And a lot of people end up doing that. And, I have done that myself, where I have sent a private message to the person and be like, look, I know that you're looking for this free, but if you cannot find it, I saw it at this store or at this place for this price. Hope this helps. I will keep my eye open for you. And, that's the correct response. I'll, or not to say anything at all, or I'll go and I'll find, like, one of my friends will have that item that this person's looking for. I'll get it from my friend, and then I'll contact that person and be like, hey, you know what, I have it. Send me a private message and we'll arrange a pickup, or I can drop it off to you, or something like that. So yeah. So I was really kind of snarky on my post and just put, like, basically, thank you, but don't, no thank you, because you didn't give me a solution to the problem that I'm looking for. You told me a workaround after I specifically put in the post, this is what I want, this is why I want it. So, anyways, enough of ranting about that. um, so, there's that. So, that's my handmade gift this year, is going to be different flavored popcorns. And I've been experimenting with some of the different recipes that I'm going to use. And I was at the Dollar Tree the other day, and they had sriracha salt. And I added some of that to a batch of popcorn that I made the other night, and it gave it that nice salty taste with a heat behind it. And so I added some pepper to that, and it was the perfect blend of salty and spicy with a little bit of heat that wasn't overpowering in the heat. So that's one of the recipes that I'm going to use. I'm still trying to figure out caramel corn, and everything that I've seen so far says that you need to bake it off in the oven also, and I don't know if I actually want to go that route. Um, like, I've seen my sister make sweet caramel corn at home, where she just adds, like, sugar to the oil and then stirs it all up and then serves it that way. Um, so I think I'm going to try doing that. I also asked her to make me up some vegan, keto friendly caramel sauce, and I didn't tell her why I wanted her to do this, but she knows how to do all that keto vegan stuff, because that's her diet that she's on. So she's, in a sense, going to be making her own Christmas present, which I know is really kind of shitty, but um, it is what it is. Uh, and I have a couple of other friends that are keto, and my niece is vegan. So, having the best of both worlds, I can give her the caramel sauce on the popcorn and give that to her, and know that it's vegan for her and keto for my other friends. So I'm playing around with a bunch of different recipes. So if you have a recipe for a specific type of popcorn that you really enjoy, please, by all means, let me know. I don't think I'm going to do popcorn balls, just because that gets really sticky and messy, and I don't want to deal with that. I'm just thinking, like, I'm gonna make a batch of this type of popcorn, put it into some cellophane bags. I'm gonna make a batch of that type of popcorn, put it in cellophane bags, put a little ribbon on it, uh, and give it to the people, like, Mazel Tov, here you go. I still need to get some gift bags. That's the one thing I don't have. So, this month when I go do my grocery shopping, I'm going to go by the Dollar Tree, and I should have a better idea of how many bags that I need for each person, and do it that way. Or I may be extra super thrifty and ghetto cheap, and just go to the grocery store and get a bunch of brown paper bags and decorate the outside of those. I have yet to make the decision on what's going to be more cost effective for me, and I have yet to sit down and figure out this month's budget. because I need to budget in rent, bills, and gas for my car, as well as a couple other little side bills that have shown up. So, but based on my calculations from last month, I should have roughly 60 to $90 for the remainder of the month. So with that $60 to $90, I'm going to utilize that for Christmas or whatever. And if you saw Wednesday's video, my Christmas tree didn't have a lot of lights, and my sister actually brought me over some lights and decorations. So that's part of what else I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days, is trying to at least put some lights in my window, and maybe even decorate my porch. So yeah, there's that. And then try to take some money and buy a few store-bought Christmas gifts, which is going to be very difficult to do. There was mention that we should try to draw names this year and then set a budget for the people. So I don't know if we're still going to do that or not, but I have a few items kind of planned out for people. I already got my mom something, even though she told me not to, and that's just not going to happen. So I got something for my mom, plus the popcorn that I'm going to do for her. I need to get something for my friend Carmen. I already gave her husband his Christmas gift, but his birthday is also December 31st, so I have something else for his birthday that I'm going to give him. I need to get something for my niece, my sister, my sister's boyfriend, and I want to give my sister's boyfriend's dad a little something, because they all live together. So I've got like 5 or 6 people that I want to do something for, and outside of Carmen and her husband, the friends are just gonna get popcorn, and call it good from there. Yeah. And I may also do hot cocoa mugs, because hot chocolate you can usually get this time of year like for $1. So I might do a couple of hot cocoa mugs, and maybe I had also thought that maybe I would do like Jack and Coke, get a little bottle of Jack Daniels, and tie it with a candy cane to a bottle of Coke or something. So I don't know, but yeah. So I've been looking on Pinterest and going through like Dollar Tree crafting groups and stuff like that, trying to figure out like what to put together for people. But I'm kind of sticking with the idea that it's going to be popcorn and hot chocolate with a candy cane. So yeah. But anyways, guys, I need to finish this up and get ready to go on my walk. I'm actually kind of waiting for it to warm up just a bit more. As of right this minute, it is I'm looking at my app here, waiting for it to update, because last time it updated was 9:24. So it's 39 degrees right now, and the warmest it's going to get today is 47. So by the time I get this edited and uploaded, it should be closer to that 40 degrees and good enough for me to go for a walk. So, as always, guys, I am so thankful for each and every one of you that watch my videos weekly. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them in the comment section down below. If you would like to reach out to me and talk to me directly, you can do so by sending me an email, hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. Also, follow me on Instagram, Michael Scott Peterson, SON, not SEN. And on the blog, hellocupcakeitsme.com. And with that, I just found out last night that some virus scanners are throwing up an error message saying that the site might be fishy or scammy and trying to take passwords and credit card information. I promise you that that's not the case with mine. I'm actually going to be getting a hold of GoDaddy today also to figure out what I need to do in order to fix that. Otherwise, you could go to hellocupcake.blogspot.com and it's the same exact website, just two different URLs. Um, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. If you've gone there in the past and it's giving you that error message, what happened was I had to go from self-hosting to a free host, so I'm using Blogger to host my blog now, where before it used to be WordPress. So I'm sorry about that. That's what's going on if you happen to go there and you get that message. There is no viruses, there is no phishing software or any of that other stuff on my blog. I promise you that. Um, so, and you can also go follow me on Facebook. There's the links down below. And as always, again, thank you guys so very much. I appreciate you all. And try to stay safe and sane. And I will check in with you on Saturday. Bye, guys.